Circle's one and only podcast called Winging It. We're starting out on number 1 on the charts, mostly because we're the only one on the charts. But anyway, enough with the whatever we're doing. My name is Cambry King, and I am joined today by my co-host Claire Meyer.
Hey guys.
Woot woot. And this is something that we're going to be starting out doing. We're going to see if you guys like it, and if you don't, then we're going to keep doing it anyway. So
we're really, really excited to have this opportunity and be able to do this. So we hope it goes well.
Yeah. You guys should have seen Claire like moments before right now. Like she was like freaking out and running all around. It was, oh man.
My palms are very sweaty.
We're both very nervous right now because neither one of us have done this. So anyway, so the number one question that most of you are probably going to be asking right now is, why are we doing a podcast? And you know, the simplest question that I could answer to that, I should say, is why not?
That's very true. I mean, it seems like a fun thing to do and something that no one has done before here, anyway, as far as I know.
We're going to find out that someone had a podcast in like 1932 or something like that.
Like hidden in the depths. 1932?
They just had like, they went to the movie theaters and they played the podcast with like
with the reel.
with the reel and everything. But anyway, so we're both seniors this year, and we're both super excited to do this.
Having a podcast as long as we've known each other, I think, is something that we've always talked about doing, and it's one of those things that you're like, yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it was just kind of like a joke sort of thing.
Yeah. But you never take action on it, and so I just was like, hey, I'm kidnapping you, and we're going to go do this thing.
Well, it was really scary. She told me, like, hey, are you free Saturday? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, don't do anything. I'm going to kidnap you. I'm like, okay.
And my whole plan was to say, hey, surprise, I'm buying you a microphone. But as most of my plans, they didn't go quite the way I expected.
No. When we went to go check out which microphone to buy, first of all, there was the guy. We asked, like, hey, do you have any, like, where are your microphones and stuff like that? And he was like, oh, shoot, let me go check the back real quick. He walked away and then never came back.
We did see him again with another customer. It's like being found out, like, finding out you're being cheated on in a relationship. You're like, oh, that's where you've been.
it was just like, the dude was just like, oh yeah, I'll be right back, and then walks away, and then he's like, shoot, they found out. We sell microphones here.
So it was definitely an interesting experience, to say the least.
Yeah, and then like cut to us like, I want to say 20 minutes later.
At least.
At least. And we were on the ground, like, we had like 6 different microphones in front of us, and we were just like, which one do we choose?
It's a hard decision, especially when you haven't done anything like this before, and the closest you've come to a microphone is like the karaoke machines that your brother or sister gets for like their 10th birthday party. Speaking from experience, that break like within a day.
Where do you buy karaoke machines?
I don't know. I don't buy them for them. Family members buy them, and then I play with it.
They go to Best Buy, and the guy ignores them.
Yeah. But then we had to split the cost. Well, we were going to split the cost because, that's fair. But then Cambry ended up paying for the whole thing on some, like, very... I don't know how she did it,
Like, we asked her, like, hey, we want to split the cost, like, down the middle, so we both pay, like, $60 or something like that. And the lady at the cashier was just like, oh yeah, sure, we can get that to you. And so she does it. She types something in, and I swipe and I pay, and then the receipt comes out, and I'm like, is that supposed to happen? And she's just like,
well, I guess you paid for it all.
She's like, oh shoot, you paid for the entire thing.
She's like, do you want to go up to the counter and get it like refunded?
And I was like, it's fine.
And so, anyways, we eventually got the whole my debt to you sorted out.
She paid me back like the first thing the next Monday, and I still have like $60 in my wallet. I probably shouldn't advertise that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. By the time this goes out, I will no longer have that money in my wallet anymore.
But anyway, it was definitely a challenge to get to where we are, technically. And
Claire put her hand on the microphone when she said that. She's like technically.
But we're very happy that it's turned out the way it has.
Yeah. Like, if you told me a year ago that we were actually going to do a podcast, I'd be like, whatever. But, like, I'm really excited for this. This is going to be something interesting, at least.
Yeah, for sure. So, of course, since it is a school podcast, we want to try and tie it to school-related events and things like that. So yeah, later this week, we're going to be having our first Pep Rally. So, yay!
Pep Rallies, you either love them or hate them. And as most of the classes will say, they love them.
Yeah. I feel like you have an entirely different experience for Pep Rallies than I do, though.
Oh yeah.
Because you're part of the band, and it's just more of a responsibility, I guess. Am I assuming things, or is that about right?
We still have to perform and everything, so we actually have to act I wouldn't say a certain way, but we have to act better than we would if we were just being dragged along to it. Mm-hmm. Not that we're not being dragged along. Like we still want to go, and we still have more fun than most people. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, yeah. Yeah.
Which for me, it's I like Pep Rallies. I really actually do. Because you get to jump around and just it's a good experience to have with your class. But I've also almost fallen off and have fallen off the bleachers more times than I can count because it's so cramped. And by the time everyone puts their backpack down and you squeeze in with all these people you want to be next to, it's terrifying, especially for someone who is very short. It is a scary experience. Pep rallies are not... They're dangerous, okay? They are.
We should have a warning label right before you go in every time. No, but for the band, especially the drum line, it's we definitely have a lot more mobility, and for the drum line, we're not even in the stands, we're on the floor, and so you get to see us well, not many people really move around, but the cymbals do, and I'm trying to get them to move around a lot. So, we have a different experience. We're not as cramped. We still are very hot down there.
I was going to say,
yeah.
Are you ever afraid that, someone, a cheerleader is going to, flip into you, or, the mascot has been blinded in a moment of weakness and will run into, your equipment or something?
No, because they're afraid of us.
Oh, okay.
No, they'll know what happens if they break our equipment, and I mean, I assume so. They really try to stay away from us, and it might be because they don't like us. I'm just kidding. No, we love the cheerleaders as always. It's always fun to see what they have to do, what the Purple Posse has to do.
I love Purple Posse. Okay.
Oh man,
it's actually my favorite part. I gotta say, other than band, of course, because I'm.
It's me.
Yeah, I might as well be a part of it. I want someone to give me a triangle I can play or something. That's how desperately I want to be a part of it. But I'm so musically impaired, I just can't.
I mean, I am too. Have you ever heard me sing? Oof. I sang once. I think I was singing a Phineas and Ferb song around some other band people, and they were like, "Ooh, find a key."
It's rough.
Claire, you hit your.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, but so it's always fun to see what the Purple Posse has in store. I don't know who's in charge of it this year, but
I don't know. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. I guess we'll find out at the first Pep Rally.
That's part of the fun, though. First Pep Rallies are shrouded in mystery. They're so much fun. And also, I don't know what the theme is going to be. That's always exciting to see, too.
Yeah, it's always exciting to see the theme that no one knows about until we get there.
Yeah.
Do you remember our freshman year when like I don't know what the theme was, but it was like the Halloween one,
Oh, yeah.
where like they had fog machines that set off the fire alarm.
That was a fun time.
That was a very fun time. I remember
Good
being.
memories.
I was in theater when that happened, and basically I was a freshman. I didn't know what to do, and some of the cymbals are like some of the drum line is not in the in the band hall when the pep rally start, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had to kind of guess when we need to go to all of that sort of things, and especially for the drum line since we're out in the commons.
That's the
Yeah.
other thing I wanted to talk to you about.
But yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But about the commons, I was like, hey, when do we need to like actually get there? And then one of the seniors was just like, don't worry, you'll know. There's gonna be like some sort of sign. And I was like, oh, okay. And then like the fire alarm went off, and I'm like,
Sign. That's so ominous.
yeah, I was like, there's a sign. I'm like, oh no. But no, I was just like, once the fire alarms went off, I was like, oh shoot, I need to go. And so I told Miss Howe, I'm like, hey, that's the sign, I need to go. And she was like, okay, go. And I was like, okay, sweet. So I
You're
ran.
like on a mission.
Yeah, I was on a mission. I was
can
like,
just picture you like sunglasses, leather jacket, like sprinting down the hall.
with the school in flames behind me because of the fire alarm. No, but so like, I ran out there, and so I came out in the band hall, and like no one was there, and I was like, oh shoot, they already left. So I run outside, and as soon as I run outside, everyone's just standing out there,
No.
and I was like, what? And they're like, oh no, that was not part of the pep rally. This is a drill. And I was like, oh shoot.
That must have been so disappointing a little bit.
It kind of was.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about was, like, in the commons, you know how like drumline and stuff plays like in there before it. For me anyway, I'm thinking back to like as a freshman too. Would like I didn't know what was going on. I like there's just these loud noises, and like you're like right by like I feel like you guys always crowd like right by the stairs too.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like trying to stay on the far rail like away, and like I like wrap around the corner and go out the door. Because like is that weird for you guys? Because I'm sure like you guys get a lot of attention. Like you're looking at people, they're looking at you. Is it weird? Because it's weird for us. It's weird for me.
Well, no. For us, it's just kind of like, you know, we don't see like if it was just one person coming down and just like staring at us, then it would be kind of terrifying. But no, we just see like a giant mass of people, and especially for me, since I do all the symbols and stuff, I am not stationary. I'm not in one place. I'm like moving around, and if I am stationary, that means I am out of energy and I'm on the ground, like passed out. But
That's how I feel when I go down the stairs to Pep Rallies.
Speaking of stairs, do you ever actually like go like by one stair, or do you ever like skip a stair when you go up?
That's a great question. I change my mind constantly, and if there's no one around, like at the end of the day or like really early in the mornings, and I'm not wearing like a dress or skirt, I'm going like 3 or 4 at a time, like as much as I can possibly manage.
You're just like leaping from stair to stair.
Which is also dangerous, but you know, at least I'm doing it like to myself. Like I know I'm putting myself at risk. Pep rallies, again, it's like I have to be there. Like I have to endure for the sake of having fun.
The prices we must pay for pep rallies.
And then of course, pep rallies are usually for games that are the next day. So we're having the GOAT game this Friday, right? Yeah.
Right.
Which
Is it this Friday? Yeah, it probably is this Friday.
yeah, this Friday
This
when
Friday.
this comes out.
Yeah, when this comes out. We're totally not recording this like a week and a half before this comes out.
But GOAT games, like we started that like big time last year. I feel like because we had the whole like GOAT trophy looking statue thing.
Yeah, like just made of metal, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Or cardboard spray painted. I don't know. I've never been close enough to the GOAT to know. It's a secret dream of mine is to be able to hold the GOAT.
It's just one day I'll get so close to the gold.
The GOAT.
The gold.
It's now the GOAT game.
So the GOAT game is against Canyon and Randall, right?
Yeah, and to clarify, GOAT is greatest of all time.
Clarify.
Clarify.
Wow, that was so like condescending.
Demeaning.
I'm sorry. But greatest of all time, I did not know that until March of this year. And
of course.
So I am behind the times. But no, so Canyon and Randall, longtime rivals. Last year we kicked their butt.
Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
hey, I'm not trying to start any school drama that's already there.
Well, that's true. But that also makes for like a really good, I don't know. Homecoming is one of those things where it's like you're paying attention to everything but the football game, whereas the GOAT game is more like involved in the actual football game. And I think people care more about it than otherwise. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because like this time it's personal.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
That's the tagline for the GOAT game.
Even though it's the second time they've had a game.
Yeah, true. Okay, so that'll also be our first home game at the new stadium, which is super cool.
Well, the same stadium.
Same stadium, new renovations. Yeah.
Where they took out that hill at the edge of it.
I was pushed down that hill once.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's the story behind that?
Well, most of it's not fond memories, but it was fun to roll down the hill.
Oh, okay.
And when you get to the bottom, after having rolled for some time, you're like, you don't know if you want to get back up, like, ever. Like, the world is spinning, and you can hear, like, the distant screams of, like, the football game in the background and, like, the cheers and stuff. It's very surreal. So, anyways, I'm glad that no one else has to experience that, because, I don't know.
Well, come to the come to the football game this Friday and have Claire push you down a hill.
Yeah, it'll be great.
$5 per push.
Yeah, you'll see me. I'll have like a little table set up.
Have the visor and the sunglasses on.
Classic.
It'll be right next to the concession stands.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wait, no, the hill's not there anymore.
But there's like two other hills on like either side. They just took out the big one, but. Yeah.
The big one on like if I'm like facing the left side or the right side.
It's like okay, so you know where it is where the football players go down, like they're like changing changing room.
Station.
Yeah, so it's like I think it's that hill as far as I know.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll have a story out on that actually on the Eagle's Tail. Check it out.
The Eagle's Tail online. Plug.
But yeah, so there'll be a lot more information as far as the new renovations on the stadium go.
It's the same stadium, same place and everything like that. It's still called
You don't have to
Cambry.
change your directions. You don't have to type it into your phone or anything. As long as you know where to go, you're good.
I would say that's very good for the band, front ensemble personally. For those of you who don't know, in marching band, there's something called a front ensemble that is like all of the keyboard instruments in the front. And our worst enemy is hills. And it is always awful moving down those hills, not especially. The one in Cambry wasn't too bad, but not having one there is definitely going to help us out.
Yeah. I think it'll just be good, too, because like we were talking about earlier before we started this with some other staffers, it's like everybody who is like needs help has to ride up in one of those little carts, which is kind of a pain. I would feel like to have to like hitch a ride with one of the stadium workers. Are there stadium workers? Is that a thing?
Volunteers, maybe.
Anyway, it'll be a lot easier to be accessed.
Yeah, to maneuver like a wider range of people can do it
for sure.
And it's like. And it's also, you don't have to, cart around people. Because that's exactly what you said, but I'm just going to say it again.
Okay.
No, but all the stuff in Cambry is going to be really cool. At the expense of WT, which I kind of
kicked them out.
Well, yeah, we kicked them out. No, WT built a new stadium over the summer. And
I saw it.
Yeah, and it
caused a lot of road issues.
Road construction.
Yeah, you can't get anywhere in Canyon anymore. Like, they're doing so much at so many different angles.
I will say, at least in Canyon, it's getting done.
That's true.
In Amarillo, the same cannot be said.
We're not going to be able to get to Amarillo at some point in the near future because every highway will be torn down. It'll be like in the books, like where there's like 2 colonies, but they don't know that the other's there because they can't get there.
It's like in The Dark Knight Rises when like they blew up all the bridges in Gotham.
Yeah.
So it's just an island.
It's just an island.
No one can get in or out.
Oh, that's good. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to not be able to go to Amarillo anymore.
Looking forward to it.
No, but like the thing about the WT Stadium is that after it was built, they just turned around and said, "By the way, we didn't build any parking for this."
Oh.
And so they're using already the existing, like I think in the Fine Arts Complex.
Yeah.
And,
That's right. That's right.
All those places over there. They're using that parking lot. And honestly, okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to like cough silently and like clear my throat.
Yeah, just Claire was just like, like over there. Sorry to anyone
Anyway,
who
continue.
makes that noise. Anyway, so there's a lot of people really upset. If anyone's like working in those buildings at the time of football games, they're gonna have to like move their vehicle basically and stuff like that. And there's not gonna be. It's not gonna be as
what
accessible.
they want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no actual point at where like dedicated parking lots, which at this point they can't really build any because that entire space over there is like.
But we don't have to worry about that right now.
Yeah.
That's next year.
Yeah, that's next year.
We have Cambry. It's all good.
We still have Cambry right now. Now they just need to redo the parking lot because the parking lot is awful there.
Yeah, that's true. But it's okay. They'll get around to it.
Maybe they did over the summer. Who knows?
I drove by there not too long ago, and it looked the same, but maybe. I have hope. We'll just say that and leave it at that.
Hope that it's not misplaced. Oh wait, you can't see me. I like stared at the microphone for a second.
But anyway, I think it'll be interesting to see the changes at least. And I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for Pep Rally, Goat Game, all of that. There's a lot on the line though. Yeah. Because I remember how excited I was last year when we won the Goat Game, and I'm not even a sports person. Like I'm like.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm like sports ball
like,
all the way.
Yay! And like that's it.
like yay, we scored a home down. Woo.
But I got excited because everyone else is excited, and it's like yeah, we won. So I just don't want us to lose Goat Game. Anything else is fine, but Goat Game we gotta win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just forget about 2017. That never happened.
Yeah.
That was a good year. But anyway, so we have all these things that are coming up and looking forward to us. We're all really excited to go see it. And as you can probably tell from this, we really stretched out a lot of things to talk about.
We definitely want to try and keep up with things as much as we possibly can and, talk about things that are important.
And, of course, the stuff that are important to you, we may not know about, and we would like to talk to them about. Talk about.
You.
Talk to you specifically.
You
the listener
out there.
We love you. So specifically you.
In the blue shirt.
Looks down. It's me. No, we would like to hear from you guys and like see what kind of things you would like us to talk about or anything like that. And if you have any questions, you can DM us at what is it, Eagle's Tail?
Yeah, we're keeping with the same thing. So Winging It, of course, is a part of Eagle's Tail. So
which is the online school newspaper.
In case you didn't know.
In case you didn't know that we had one.
Have that.
We have one.
So it's Eagle's Tail Eds is the Instagram. It's Eagle's Tail, TALE, and then EDS. Just all together, one thing. So you can DM us on there. We have our Gmail. That's eaglestailonline@gmail.com.
That we totally remember.
Yeah.
We didn't write it down anywhere.
We didn't write it down at all. Or you can comment on this video.
I mean, this is also going to be on Spotify, so obviously you can't comment on there. But we're going to upload this to YouTube as well.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can comment it on this video. If not, you have to work your way over there.
If you are on Spotify or anything like that, then it's obvious that you can't comment.
Whatever platform you guys are most comfortable with is easier for you. We want to hear what you want. We want to be able to make this about you guys and about the school, and have this be a really interactive thing that you guys can relate to.
So, yes, and I believe that's about it. This is, again, this is so much fun for us. We hope we can do this some more, and we're still going to record some more, so we're super excited for you guys to hear this.
Thank you so much for tuning in and checking us out, and hopefully we'll have another one coming out soon.
And I hope you guys enjoyed us just winging it.